What's going on, everybody? It's GD Marble, and welcome back to the How to Demon. Is it upside down? Is it right side up now? Series. Okay, guys, welcome back to How to Demon. Today we're going to be playing Ultimate Demon Mix, a super impactful level in my Geometry Dash career. Took me over 10,000 attempts on 60 Hertz. Didn't even beat it, and finally did it when I got to 240 relatively quickly. That's only because I had so much practice on it. So before we get right into the tutorial, I do want to remind you to don't forget to hit that subscribe button so I can bring you more tutorials, and comment below if you have ideas for levels for me to do in the future, because this series is for you guys. It's about giving you tutorials on the levels you guys want to beat, so you guys can be super awesome GD players, like maybe I will be someday in the future. So let's jump right into the tutorial, guys. One other thing you'll notice is that the practice music will be the song of the level, because I turned practice music hack on, because I'm a hacker, just so that you could have a more comfortable listening experience during the time here. I'm going to move my mic a little closer so you guys can hear me better there. Let me just say, if you haven't beaten the levels that are featured in this level, you should beat most of them. I'm not saying you have to beat Cataclysm to beat this, but beat Decode, beat 9 Circles. It's a big one. I'll talk about that when we get there. Beat Chaos Impact, Theory of Skrillex. Because if you can't beat them, then you're not going to beat this, because this is the parts from those levels. So you'll probably hear me mention most of the levels that are in this as we go through, so just be aware of that, and you should go beat some of them. If you haven't beaten many mediums or hard demons, I would recommend beating at least these ones so you can get comfortable with the parts in this level. Anyways, let's jump into Decode. I'll give you tips as if you've never played any of these parts before. Here we go. So for this wave, I recommend when you get to these parts here that have the 4 crosses, get a click timing down, either a 1-2 or a 1-2-3, and just practice knowing the click timing so that you can go through the wave consistently. I will say it once, I will say it again. Consistency in the wave, making free wave moments consistent is the best way to do wave consistently in the Geometry Dash. You have to make the clicks, you have to count the clicks, you have to know how many you're going to do in a particular like spammy section. That will help you be better. So here we go. So I would say go up here, 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3, and then you do it the same every time, and then you don't have to think about it. Ship part right here, not too bad. Just get used to going up and down. 60 Hertz, I know the ship might be a little daunting, but I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out if you give it some time. And then here we go. This is the first part that, for me, when I played on 60 Hertz, gave me a little bit of a struggle. And what you're going to do here is just get a pattern down. Get a pattern down if you struggle. This might be really easy for a lot of people, just to straight fly right through the portals like it's nothing. If you haven't struggled with this part, you just want to get a pattern down here. You're going to start out by kind of just straight flying here, and then 1 2 3 1 1. And that's kind of, I really exaggerated that there. But the really big thing is when you get to those portals that are close together, you want to just do one click in between them. One nice click that keeps you nice and straight and doesn't move you around too much, as if to just make the whole thing go out of whack. And then you'll figure that out. And then you get through here, and it's just some simple up and down straight fly. You just have to be careful about what you do there. Now when you get to this part, some tricks. So I'll help you through all the tricks, and we'll just focus on what the fakes are and what they're not. Don't fall for the fakes. So first you jump over this jump pad. 1 2 3. Oh wow, I missed that orb because I'm bad. 1 2 3. And then here you go 1, and then jump and hold twice. 1 and then hold. And then jump over that and then hold. And then you get into the wave. And then wave, sweeping strokes, okay? That's all you gotta do. Sweeping strokes. Sweeping strokes, don't overdo it. And then when we get to this part, this is the only part that, at least for me, was annoying at first because of the wiggles there. I would say the best way to do it is do a 1 2 3 click timing, so you can go from starting in this little wiggled part to getting all the way to the end of the wave without having to think too much about it. So here's the pattern. You go 1 2 3, and then all of a sudden you're there, and you just have to go up and down, and you're out of it. So 1 2 3, and then up and down, and then when you get into here, you have a slow speed change here. You just want to hold through it and just get a feel for how much you're going to hold through that. It's still pretty open, so it shouldn't be too bad. So just practice doing that. So hold up through here, and let go. Now, for this part, there's just a lot of orbs, and all you gotta do to get through this part is to tap all the orbs and don't hold the button. Just tap the orbs that you're supposed to tap and don't hold them. Not all the orbs, just 2 orbs you're supposed to miss, and you'll obviously see the ones when I go through it. But you're just tapping them, and you're letting go immediately. No need to hold, no need to overthink this part. You just tap on the orbs. So here we go. Tap, 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 tap. And then that's through. You don't have to hold the button, you don't have to do anything, just tap the orbs. So then here, you're going to do a 1-2 click there to jump, and then hit that orb. You don't hold the button, and then afterwards you're going to hold the button through that, and I'll show you how to do that as well. This is the Theory of Skrillex part, by the way. Before, with the tapping the orb and the Chaos Impact wave, that was Chaos Impact. I just call it the Chaos Impact wave. But that wave is Chaos Impact. Then that tapping part is Chaos Impact. Now we're in Theory of Skrillex. And then before, it was Decode, Tochu V2. And yeah, that's the level so far. So here you go. You go 1, 2, and then hold the button here into that jump pad, and then let go after you hit that jump pad, because you don't want to mess anything up there. You're gonna jump and you're gonna die if you click there. And then here you're gonna hit those 2 orbs nice and lightly, and then when you get to that orb, if you look on the right side of the screen, you see an orb and you see a little triangle piece. You're just gonna hit that orb as early as possible. Hold the button to jump off the triangle thing immediately, and then you'll be able to hit the other orb really easily. So here is just 1, 2, and then hold, click that yellow orb, and then hit those 3 orbs, and you're gonna get to the wave. Now the wave is a little bit tough. I will show you the common mistakes in this wave. It's a pretty open corridor so far, but this is the first common mistake. I'm glad I hit that first try. That was lucky. If you go down here too early, you're gonna hit the ground. You're not gonna hit that portal. That portal's like, you're bad. And if you go up too high through that portal, let's see if I can do it. See if I can fail. Boom, boom, failed first try. You hit the roof, okay, if you go up too high. So you want to aim for going right in the middle here, like that, boom. And then you just have to, this is a relatively easy timing here, but it can be difficult to figure out at first. So here you're just going to want to go down, 1, 2, 3, and then just don't overthink that portal. Down, 1, 2, 3. And this can be hard, because like I did right there, even though I've beaten this level already, tendency to speed up your clicks. You don't want to do that. You have to keep them nice and open. Like that. And if you keep them nice and open, and you just let go when the wave reaches that portal, you're going to be fine. Now, if you're really bad at waves and portals, that part can be tough. On 60 hertz, that part bothers me a lot, because I was bad at waves and portals still, and I just couldn't do it. You couldn't do it consistently. I could do it, but not like every time. So go play Jawbreaker. For one, that will help you with waves and portals. That's a good level to do, and I have a video on it on the channel. Put that up on the screen editor. Jawbreaker, a video on my channel. You can check that out, and that's helpful with waves and portals. Or you can just practice it a million times so you get it. Or you're used to waves and portals, and at that point, then you don't even need to listen to me. So I would say make sure you just get waves and portals understood, because it's a weird transition to get into there. And that can be difficult at first. So now here we go, simple wave, and all I do here is to keep it simple here. I just go up to the top, down to the bottom, up to the top, down to the bottom. That's it. I don't go up and down and stuff because too many clicks, all right? And like they always say, the least amount of clicks possible is usually the most consistent way. So not always. There are some times where an extra click might help. But this time, keep it simple, go up, down, nothing to it. And then you just go up and down and get a rhythm here. Just get a rhythm here. You only have to stare at the top part if you got a rhythm down. Alright, here's this like stereo badness difficulty here. A little bit harder. Some polo guys, I guess. But yeah, this is really chill, so this is a good time to just take a break in the level. Recollect yourself for what's coming. Gets a little faster here to kind of keep things moving. Missed that orb right there. And now we get to the next part. Now I believe that after Theory of Skrillex, which is the wave part that ends after the wave, this is Chaos Airflow 2, I think. So here you're just going to want to hit the right orbs. You hit that jump pad there automatically. Hit the right orbs. You missed that one, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 again, and that's it. And this is Golden Haze, I believe, if I'm correct. I don't know if that's true, but you check me on that. But I believe that's the Golden Haze part. And this mini cube right here is the hardest part of the hardest cubing section in the level. There are other harder parts in the level definitely coming up, but this is the hardest cubing section, and I will show you how to make your way through it. So the first thing you want to do is click and hold once to get onto that platform. click and hold, and then you'll jump off that, and you'll go down to that platform, that fourth one on the right, and you'll jump again. We'll go click and hold, 1, 2, and then click and hold, click and you're not going to hold, and you're going to do that click and hold 1, 2, and then you're going to do 5 non-holding taps, and I'll show you how that works. And you can get a rhythm on that. Click and hold 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that can get, oh, I just bugged that out. That can get tough at first to really figure out, but at least it's like a timing you can gain in the level. It's a very complex mini cubing section, but you'll be able to figure it out if you have those quick timings. So let's do it again. Click and hold 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you get to this part, and this part you're going to tap that orb, and then you're going to tap this other orb. So if you see, look on the screen, right to the left of the practice button. Tap that orb when you come out of this auto. Then you're going to fall into the orb right below the play button. You're going to tap and hold that. I'll show you how that works. Tap, tap, and hold. And then you're going to hit this orb, and you will not. You'll hit the 2 orbs here, and you'll hold the button through 1 jump. So you go 1, 2, and then you hold through 1 jump, and then this last orb you're gonna click and hold for 1 jump, stop clicking, and then if you see in the middle, if you see the platform with 2 bars there, in the middle of those 2 bars, you're gonna click again for the last couple of orbs. So you're gonna click and hold 1 jump here, click and hold, and then see in the middle here you'll jump again, click, and then jump 1, 2, and hold through that. Only one more time. You're gonna click, hold, jump, 1, 2. And then when you do that 1, 2 in those orbs, you hold the button through and it gets you right into this transition well. So I will do this whole mini cube section 1 time through so you guys get the idea of how it works. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, click, click, 1, 2, click, and then 1, 2 there and hold, and there you go, we're into kata. And then when I go into the kata transition, the best way to do it, get consistent to follow through that. Just do a 1, 2 click or 1, 2, 3 click. That's the advice. I do 1, 2, and then fall right through. It's a little rhyme you can have for yourself. 1, 2, fall right through. There you go. And then up here into the duel. Duel's not too hard because it's old kata, so you go up, down, up, straight fly down. The ships are a little bit heavier on the duel, so just be aware of that. Or they feel in that way. That's how people describe it. I think they're just, they messed up the gravity or something when they were making the game. Because this game wasn't supposed to be this big. It's a $2 game. All right. So yeah, the ship gravities feel weird in the duel, so just be aware of that as well. And then for this wave, the only tip I can give you for this wave, besides practice, is just please have common sense here. Please have common sense, of course. Please have common sense. Okay, when you get to gaps like this, all right, we're at 62% right now, so you're gonna want to be consistent at these gaps. You're not going to want to just randomly spam and hope for the best. So if you really are struggling to get all these parts of this level down and you want to make sure you're going to get through them every time, then you need to build consistency. So here, instead of just spamming randomly, like, oh, look at all this spam. I did like 4 right there, or you can do 2. You want to just get a consistent click pattern. So I recommend choosing a number of clicks here. I think you should do 1, 2 like that, or just 1, 2, 3, probably 2. So 1, 2, and then you always do 1, 2 when you practice through that, so that you can get more consistent at that part. So if you do 1, 2 here, then you just lead it through. You get consistent doing 1, 2. The 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever there. But just get, and it doesn't even matter. You just need to get your own timing in those spam parts and just get consistent with that timing. Always do the same number of clicks, and that's the way to get consistent at that part if you're struggling with it. And then into 9. Okay, before we go into 9 circles, let me just tell you that if you the one level I implore you to play and beat before you do this level is 9 circles. If you don't know what implore means, look it up. Maybe our editor will put like a little dictionary cutout of implore. Where's the camera for me this time? He might put it up there, implore, meaning like more than a suggestion to go beat 9 circles before you beat this level, because there's the half of the 9 circles wave is in this level. Okay, half of it. Okay, so at least beat the 9 circles wave and get comfortable with it so that you don't have to just spend a lot of time in this level just practicing 9 circles. I really do highly recommend or implore or whatever that you beat 9 circles, because there's a lot of 9 circles wave in this and you should just know how to do it. And it is just from the original level 9 circles, but still, you should know how to do it. So it's not too bad of a transition into 9 circles. I do have a 9 circles tutorial video on how to do these parts, so you should check that out if you're really struggling with this part. This part is just a transition you gotta get a feel for. Up and then spam 3 times and then go down. That's about what I do. Up, 1, 2, 3. I don't know, I'm messing up there, but you get the idea. And then here's the only thing I'll give you a tip on. Instead of trying to stay along the ground and go right to the portal, I would say go up earlier and do 1 click. It keeps you nice and straight and consistent. So 1 click right there straightens it out nicely. And then you do the duel here. And then you're into supersonic. And the really annoying thing about this transition is that the distance between you going through this wave portal and supersonic is more than when you go through the portal in supersonic before this wave, if you've played that level. So that's why this is annoying, and I would just say you got to get a feel for it. It doesn't make the waves don't no harder, but it's just annoying transition. So just be aware of that. Up here, 2 clicks there for consistency, or did 3 on accident. And then here's another annoying part of the level, because there are multiple things that can happen to you here. All right. First of all, you can mess up the triple spike because you're bad. Not because you're bad, but because triple spikes can be tough. So that's the first thing. You can mess up the triple spike and not even get over it. That's number 1. Number 2, if you jump too late, it bugs out after it hits the slow speed thing at the top, because you're going from double speed to slow speed. For those who haven't played supersonic for this triple, it will bug the slow speed thing and hit you and just kill you. If you jump too early over the triple spike, it will hit the gear after these 3 pads here on the right. It will hit the gear after that auto. It will hit like a gear sticking out, and then you'll die. It can happen a lot more than you think. Yeah, right there. If you jump too early, you can hit that gear. Okay, so be aware of that. And then if I jump too late, there. If you jump too late, that happens. So make sure you just jump normal. Don't overthink it. And then you get into supersonic. I did a supersonic tutorial. It's how to demon number 1. So if you really have trouble with the ship, go watch it there. But the tips are just for 60 hertz, nice and even presses. You don't need a straight fly crazy like this. Just nice and even nice and even presses, and the same here, nice and even. That part is always tight and annoying, but you'll be able to get it. Level has aged well, difficulty was. Alright, so here's the last thing, Windy Landscape part. If you haven't played Windy Landscape and this is a struggle for you, I'm just going to tell you the clicks that I know how to do. It's tough. Practice this part. Practice that part of Windy Landscape. It's going to kill you likely. I got lucky and fluked it afterwards and didn't die there when I got there for the first time in normal. So I got lucky. And the only reason that happened is because I never got there in 60 hertz. I never got that far. So I never had the chance to die there in 60 hertz and cry. I only got there once way later when I was doing 240. I got lucky. So practice this part so you don't die here. Most people die here at least once. So here you go. You hit this first orb here, jump in the middle of this column, and then hold the button through those 2 jumps. And then you jump up here, hit this orb early, early. All those orbs early. And then you go quickly up through here. And then for here, you hit that orb late, and then that thing with the jump pad and the orb right above it. The best thing to do is just click when your ball hits the jump pad, just click right there, and it will just hit the orb because they're so close and it moves so fast. That's the most consistent way to do that. So for there, you just click late, and then hit right when you hit the jump pad, you just click, and it'll just do it for you. Click when you hit the jump pad. And then for this, not too much tips here, just straight fly down, straight fly up. And then for here, you're gonna have to make sure that you drop down early to make sure you get into this cubing section and have the ability to jump. Because if you don't, then you'll just go too far and die. So drop down early. That can be tough. That's probably the toughest part of this part, having the right drop down there. And then jump in the middle of that portal, and then you're out of that. Jump in the middle. Hit that orb. Hit the orb in there. There's an orb in that portal. And then I'll show you how to do the UFO. So jump, hit orb there. And then for the UFO, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. And I'm going to die here once below the Zobros thing. So first of all, you can see that you're supposed to go to the top of it. Don't mess that up. If you mess that up, then you just didn't pay attention. And second of all, so I can show you the UFO one more time. So here's it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. And then you go to the top of the Zobros thing. So yeah, don't forget that. If you forget that, you didn't pay attention. Okay, so that is the tutorial. 194 attempts it took me to show you all that. So I hope you enjoyed all that. Remember, in the comments below, thoughts on the level. Because I'm about to give you a level review. Thoughts on the level in the comments below. Questions about the level and how to do parts in the comments below, and I'll try to help you out with that. So without further ado, let's get into that level review. Do we have a cool transition for that, editor? Do we have that? Or not yet? It doesn't matter. Okay, anyway, let's do level review here. Gameplay, going with an 8 out of 10, alright? Going with an 8 out of 10, because these these levels were pulled from other famous 1.9 levels, the cream of the crop of 1.9. So they're good levels. Alright, and we're not going to pretend like they're not good. Decode is a famous level. Supersonic's a famous level. Nine Circles a famous level. That's good gameplay. Cataclysm famous. These are all famous levels. So, I mean, we're not going to pretend like gameplay's bad. It's not going to get a 10 out of 10 because it did just steal from other levels. And it has some tough transitions that are annoying. But it does get an 8 out of 10 because the level flows pretty well. Zobrist did a good job putting it together. And he picked good levels for that. Music sync. We're going 5 out of 10. Definitely not getting anything more than that, but the 5 points it doesn't get is for the fact that the music doesn't really sync with any of the actual gameplay, but it does get the 5 points for having it sync with the gameplay parts. So you'll hear like the song change as like different parts of the levels change, like when the song, like when you go from the Decode wave to the Totu V2 ship, the song like goes to its next bar, it picks up. And when you go from the Theory of Skrillex wave with the up and down mini wave to that really easy part, the song also drops and gets quiet there too. It goes like dun 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 dun. So it does move with the level, and they put the parts of the level in good places for that. But of course, it's not actually synced to any of the specific gameplay. So 5 out of 10 at the very best. Visual appeal, 6 out of 10. It gets 6 points for the fact that these 1.9 levels are famous, so they're well made and they look good and they flow pretty well together, but it loses 4 points for the fact that even though this is a Demon Mix level, obviously Decode doesn't go very well with Supersonic, and Nine Circles doesn't fit with friggin' Totu V2, so it loses points for that, and the fact that it stole the decoration from other levels. The redeeming quality here, though, is that he had to build this block by block, because there was no copying back in those days either. So, and then the last section, uniqueness, we're going to give a 6 out of 10 for that as well, because, well, this was one of the first ones, and this one is a 2 million downloads Ultimate Demon Mix type demon, okay? And it's a rated demon. Zobrist did a great job with it, and it wasn't this was not an overdone trend. This isn't an overdone trend because it's annoying to do, okay? And it's not fun to do, so to make in a creating. So this was generally kind of unique. 6 points for the fact that he pulled together a really nice Demon Mix level, and it was one of the first ones to take off like this. It was one of the first good ones. Most other ones made are crap or just lazy or bad levels chosen. They don't go the song to any respect of the imagination. So these were not bad. This was a pretty good level. So, and it was one of the first, like I said. So Zobrist did a good job. So I think 6 out of 10 uniqueness is fair, and that comes to a total of 25 out of 40. So there you go. That is the total score. I think it's fair. I think 25 out of 40 is fair for this level. Not a perfect level, not a super original level, but it does have a good style. It's a famous level, and it's decently fun to play. So that's what we're going to go with that. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and level review. Like I said, leave comments below with questions and thoughts and new levels you think I should do later for this and all that. This is one of my hardest demons. Hardest currently is Crimson Clutter, but this is it's like a medium insane, I'd say. So yeah, good luck to everybody who plays this. I hope you enjoy it, because I enjoyed it. I got raged at it a little bit, but I enjoyed it. But anyway, that's enough of listening to me. So without further ado, yes, we will have some further ado, actually, because I do want to mention one thing about the completion. It will probably seem a little bit overreactory, but that's only because, first of all, this was an impactful level, so it wasn't like just beating a random insane demon like Lit Fuse, which I'm working on now, and I won't react as crazy to. It was a new hardest demon at the time when I beat it, which was like a few months ago now, it came so quickly, because I played like 12,000 attempts in this in 60 Hz and didn't even get to 80% or something. And then I did this I did like 45 minutes of practice in 240 and then got to 84, and then a couple attempts later got to the windy landscape part and fluked through it. So you hear me breathing hard through that because I was like, oh my god, how did I get here so quickly? This is crazy, especially since I struggled with this so much before. And then I was able to get through the windy landscape part first try, and I freaked. And it was just a great overall victory for me. So that's why it seems a little bit like, oh my god, with your reaction, it would seem like an extreme demon. But no, I was able to do it just at a very unexpected time. So enjoy the completion, guys, and we'll see you in the next episode of How to Demon.
And
I've already done.
Like,
I mean, doing Ultimate Demon Mix and Supersonic would be doing 2 levels of that kind of caliber, long and annoying kind of caliber, 1.9 levels. So I don't really, and Cataclysm, well, Cataclysm is short, but still, like I don't want to do it Windy Landscape right now. If I do another insane demon that's, my next insane demons that aren't circles would be Lit Fuse, Acropolis, Necropolis, maybe even, and
Ado, yeah.
Ado, yeah. Those would be the next ones on the list. Those ones I don't have nearly the progress on, so I'd have to do a lot more practice. But like, you know, if I'm bored in the future, those are the kind of things I'd be working on in my side GD time. Because right now 8-0 wouldn't be too bad, because you'd probably be way more consistent at the orbs on 240, so I'd probably be able to get to 70 pretty easily most attempts, or at least, you know, it wouldn't be that hard to get to 70%. It really is just the last 30% of that level that's hard.
Oh, I just got the 50. Oh. Alright, 54% on Tier 2, B2. Alright, cool.
I love this song for this. It's one of my favorite old GD songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for those
it just
people
gives it a good vibe.
Oh yeah, for those people in the chat, comment down below what you think is harder, 9 circles or ToE 2v2?
That's a tough question because I haven't even played 2v2v2. Probably 2v2v2, I don't know.
After I need to find out whether I'm gonna get a new harder demon, well, hardest hard demon I have, but hey. I've also beaten like, so I think Darlock Can't Let Go after dying to I think 3 times in 97. Could be asked to do prize mode for that, so it's A. Alright, so I'm getting 9 circles is definitely harder from regular D, okay. Alright, I guess I'll go with 5th hardest demon then. Alright, cool. After 9 circles will be eventually put off that list. Oh wait, alright, go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No way I just did that. There's absolutely no way. Oh my god. I can't believe this.
Yo! The man just...
What?
Wait.
What just happened?
Wait for it.
Oh my god.
Fuck it
Oh
out.
my
How?
Oh my god.
Oh
Guys,
my god.
What just happened?
You fucking done it. You fucking done it.
No way.
Yo.
No
Yo.
way, man.
Fucking yo, man.
No way. I just beat Ultimate Demon Mix. Dude, I literally practiced level for 45 minutes. And I just finished it. I literally, that's
damn,
2 times I got past 80, and the second time I attempted the windy landscape part. Guys, what the fuck?